Coming to you from our digital desk, we're about to take you to a news conference that's just getting underway in Medina County. This is in regards to the home break-in of Shedeur Sanders, the Browns QB. Remember, back in November, he was making his debut, came in the second half against the Ravens, of which we lost. But his home was broken into. 3 people have been arrested. A warrant is out for his arrest. We understand he was the getaway driver. About $200,000 worth of items were taken. So let's get right to the news conference being held in Medina County.
The Medina County Sheriff's Office has concluded the investigation involving the burglary which occurred at Mr. Sanders' residence on November 16, 2025. 3 arrests have been made, including the driver of the vehicle, Jarvet Myrick, who was arrested on November 26, 2025. 2 of the suspects which committed the burglary have also been arrested. DeAndres Jackson was arrested on December 16, 2025, and Maurice Xavier Taylor was arrested on December 29, 2025. The 4th suspect, who committed the burglary, Carlos DeAnthony Morris, has an active warrant for his arrest for burglary, a felony of the 2nd degree. His current whereabouts are unknown. The suspects have been confirmed to be from the Atlanta, Georgia area and utilize a rental car from Enterprise Rental to commit the crime. In this slide, you can see the 3 suspects entering and exiting Mr. Sanders' residence. This footage was acquired from Mr. Sanders' security system within his home. In this 4th slide, the suspect vehicle is seen from a neighboring residence security camera, as well as an additional photograph of the suspect vehicle, which was captured by the flat camera system. In the 5th slide, the suspects can be seen on security camera footage acquired from the Red Roof Inn located in Medina Township, where the suspects rented a room and stayed the night prior to committing the burglary. The success of the investigation and arrest stem from excellent collaboration with the DeKalb County Police Uniformed and Gang Unit, City of Atlanta Police Department, the Milton Police Department, the Brookhaven Police Department, the United States Secret Service, ATF Group 7, the Bergen County Prosecutor's Office, and the Medina County Prosecutor's Office. We'll now open the floor up to any questions you may have.
Was it it seems that maybe the flock camera and the neighbor's photo was the biggest break that you needed to start the ball rolling. Is that right? Can you explain that to us?
I'll introduce Detective Rodney Reese. He led the investigation, and he can speak to that a little bit more.
Yes, the camera footage from the neighboring house did actually, the caught that vehicle. It showed us where we needed to go to with the flock camera. So once we found out where that vehicle hit on that camera, we went to that area and started doing the research and went to different hotels and different things in that area and located them there.
And this was a rental car, it wasn't a stolen vehicle?
It was a stolen rental car. So in Georgia, or one of our higher population areas, those areas typically don't report stolen vehicles right away. So it was reported stolen through their department. We found that out through talking with Enterprise, and then eventually it was reported to law enforcement that it was stolen.
So you have reported that $200,000 worth of property was taken from Mr. Sanders' homes. What did that consist of? He has said it was not jewelry.
Most of it was totes and luxury bags. I believe there was one ring that we ended up discovering that was stolen as well.
Too many.
Were these fellows residents of Georgia? Were they residents of Ohio? And where were their arrests made?
They're residents of Georgia. All 4 of them are. They were all arrested down in Georgia as well.
Why do you think they came up to Ohio and specifically Mr. Sanders' home?
That I do not have that answer to. They target high-end individuals that have a lot of money, and they go to their houses, they break in, and they take anything of value, and they go and sell it.
Do you believe that they are tied to any other open burglary cases with high-profile individuals such as Miles Garrett?
No, I don't believe they were associated with the Miles Garrett break-in.
Do you believe he was associated with any other prominent burglary cases here in Ohio?
In Ohio, no. Not that I'm aware of.
Any other professional athletes across the country, though?
Yes, but those ones are not public knowledge at the moment.
I'll give an update. You're still looking on one more suspect, correct?
Correct.
Any information the public should have? I mean, you just showed his picture and his name, but anything else you want to share that you can provide on
He is out of the Decatur, DeKalb area down in Georgia. That's all we know.
Detective, when people see this story at home, what do you want them to take away from it?
We don't stop until we find out who did these crimes. Obviously, we like to protect our people, and sometimes we end up showing late to the party just because we don't get an alarm system drop. We don't have that information. But doing the follow-up that we do to be able to investigate it, find out who did this stuff, and then getting them justice. I can't say that we're always going to be able to get your property back, but we will do our best that we can to be able to get as much stuff that we can back for you.
To that end, did you recover any of the property?
We have not recovered any of the property, no.
Are they being cooperative with you?
They're not here.
Oh.
They're still in Georgia.
They are, we're working on extradition. They have additional charges down there stemming from other issues. So we're still working on the extradition back to Ohio.
Are you able to share what those issues are?
They were arrested, let's see. Myrick was arrested with some guns and some marijuana. DeAndre Jackson was also arrested. He had a couple warrants that he was dealing with from when he was a juvenile. And then he also had a gun during his arrest. And then Maurice Taylor also has outstanding warrants through different departments and also was found with a stolen gun on the day that he was arrested.
What charges are they facing related to this case?
A felony of second-degree burglary.
So why the involvement of the Secret Service in this case?
To help locate the suspects if we needed them. They helped with different things with locating them and just doing digital forensics type stuff.
How organized were they in all of this?
I believe there's someone behind the scenes with all of it that tells these guys where to go, but I can't prove that.
What's your message to the public if anyone sees this fourth suspect? How important is it that they come forward and get
It's very important that they contact the DeKalb County Police Department. Or the Sheriff's Office. They are the ones that actually helped me solve who these people were. They were very helpful. Anybody I had pictures of, I sent it to them, and they were able to identify who they were of these four suspects.
Do you consider them dangerous?
Yes.
Why?
Their records show anything from theft to aggravated robbery. One of them has a longer rap sheet than most of them, but it gets up there, and they're violent. So we've cooperated with Brookhaven Police Department, where they also broke into another house down there that next morning when they returned back to Georgia, and they are indicted on that one as well. So they've been part of at least 2 burglaries that we know of, and then a possible third one where they were seen running away with guns in their hands.
Has the Nashville Police Department or anybody from Tennessee reached out because there was a case of a Tennessee Titans player last month whose house was broken into?
Yes, but I don't believe they are associated with that burglary.
So the license plate, that's a key element, I would think, of your investigation in trying to track these folks down. Was there any other physical evidence that you're willing to discuss that may have helped zero in on these particular individuals?
Just the fact that it was a rental vehicle and it was at the hotel that night. It being a rental vehicle and it being rented out of Decatur, Georgia, it kind of said, why is this up here? So we looked into that, found out that these people were from Georgia, so that's when we started looking into DeKalb County and talking with them and getting with their gang unit.
And I know you've addressed this before, but the individual who is still wanted, what is his accused role in all of this?
He is one of the 3 suspects that went into the house.
Do you believe that these are the only 4 that are tied to this crime?
Yes.
Any indication of which one is the ringleader?
No.
So where was the car stolen from, and then did they drive the car from Georgia to Ohio, or how did that all play out?
Yes, so the vehicle wasn't per se stolen, so they didn't go to someone's house and steal it. When Enterprise gets a vehicle rented out to somebody and it doesn't get returned, that's when it's being reported as stolen through their systems. So it wasn't, somebody rented it, and from my investigation, it was rented out to somebody else, and then somebody else rented it, and then they ended up driving it up here.
What's it been like for you to see this crimes and burglary crimes tied to professional athletes?
I think they're just, unfortunately, right now they're just targets. They know that they're not home. They know that people aren't usually at their houses. So they're taking advantage of them being of some type of stature in the community, and they're hitting them when they're away from home, and they know they're away from home.
Any other questions?
Could you go back to the one slide where you showed the suspects in the house, please? Thank you. We just need more shots of it.
We'll,
Did you tell them about
yeah,
the QR code?
yes, sir. So once we're off camera, I'll give you some more information here. I can get you all of this if you just, we wrap it up. I just don't want the QR code going out to everybody.
And then the one right before this, all four suspects.
Just to clarify real quick,
Mhm.
you said you believe this might be part of a bigger operation or
I do believe that there's possibility that there is, but I don't have any physical proof at the moment, no.
And one more time, the other break-in for which they are indicted, that was the following day in Georgia, is that right?
Yeah, so
November 17th?
I don't know if you guys had noticed, Pac-Man Jones had ended up posting a video saying that we're going to find you, we know who you are, or something along those lines. But when he posted that video, it led me to wonder who those people were, because they were wearing the same clothing during that investigation. So I contacted a couple departments after getting into some of the phones, and then we ended up identifying that address and reaching out to that department. And I worked with that department, and we confirmed that they are the same people.
So this was a break-in involving Pac-Man Jones's house?
No.
Oh.
He just kind of posted everything out there. When Shador's house was initially broken into, he posted the video of the burglars inside his house, and then later that day into the next morning, he posted another video saying it was the same people.
Do you have ages of all the individuals?
What do you mean, pages?
How old each one?
Oh, ages.
Ages.
I don't know them off the top of my head. I do know the youngest one is going to be the one, DeAndre Jackson, and then the oldest one is going to be Maurice Taylor. The other two are in vicinity, they're about the same age. DeAndre Jackson is 18, Maurice Taylor is, I believe, 26, 27, and the other two fall right in that age group too.
How is Shador Sanders doing after this? I mean, I'm sure he was shaken up by it.
He was, but he's coped with it very well. I spoke with the family yesterday, and they were very thankful that the crime's been solved, and I think he's just trying to move on. Anything else? Okay, if you could, we'll get to that other screen.
Dan DeRose, and in fact, we're going to jump off this because they don't want the QR code going out to the public. That QR code is just going to have all those pictures, a bit more in better quality for the media to be able to use in the news story. But what some incredible work by the Medina County Sheriff's Department, the detective there, the lead detective. This crime happened in late November, well, mid-November, November 16th. And here we are with the arrest of three individuals, one still on the loose, Carlos Morris, all of them out of the Atlanta area. And apparently this was their thing. They were directed to Shador Sanders' home in Medina County. It's in Granger Township. Granger Township is just east of Medina. And went into the home, knew he wouldn't be there. He was, of course, they didn't know he was going to play in the game that day. He went in because Gabriel had a concussion, and that allowed open the door for Shador Sanders to get his first time in the NFL. But little did he know his home was being robbed at the same time. You heard about $200,000 in totes, luxury bags, apparently one ring that was stolen at the same time. And a lot of this was put together through flock cameras that noticed the car, and the neighbor's video camera that saw the car caught the license plate. From there, they start using the flock system. Where was this exact license plate seen around the area? They track it back to the Red Roof Inn where they had stayed the night before, and then got busted down in the Atlanta area the very next day doing the same thing. So this was, whether it's a crime of opportunity or a crime ring, they definitely had targeted Shedeur Sanders. I think the most shocking part was you would have just assumed that this was somebody in Northeast Ohio, or the 4 individuals were from around the area. No, they drove all the way up from Atlanta to be able to knock this crime out on a day that they knew that the NFL player would be at the game instead of at home. And you think about this, and you heard sort of the warning why they're targeting athletes, because they know they're not going to be home, and the families aren't going to be home. They're all going to be at the arena, or they're all going to be traveling to watch them play. Might mean that you need to have some personal security, more than just security cameras, at the location or at your home while you are away playing a game. If we have any other news, any other breaking news, it'll be right here on our digital properties. Our 11 o'clock news is underway on Cleveland's 43. Then look for our noon news on Channel 19 coming up at 12. Until then, I'm Dan DeRosa with 19 News Now. Have a great